Against planting winter wheat beyond May 31 and police investigating Fort Rickson beer hall murder. It is the Great Dark News read by Nicole Jones. YFM is where you're at. 0717-605-027. A call live in studio. Let me know. Have you ever been in a situation where someone copied your every move? Hey my loves, welcome back to my YouTube channel, Nicole Jones. I'm sure you can tell from the title of this video. Today we're going to be talking about a radio demo. So if you want to get into radio or you were wondering how to get into radio, please do keep watching because I will be giving you tips on how to do that. Alright, so let's get straight into it. So I'm going to be referring to my phone. I have a few points that I jotted down just so I don't leave anything out and I don't forget. So the first point is you have to know your vibe, and when I say your vibe, you have to know your energy levels, because different shows require different energy levels. For instance, if you're doing a drive time show, it could be a breakfast or the actual drive time, that is the sunset, where everyone is in the bustle of traveling to or from home, going to work and vice versa. So you definitely needed a lot of energy for that. Or probably you're doing a mid-morning show or a late night show, then you know you're going to be a little bit more somber. So once you know your vibe, then you will know the type of energy to put into your demo, because that has to be reflective when you're presenting. So basically a radio demo is like a highlight of what you'll be doing during your show. So that means everything you have to, or you will actually be pretending as if you are presenting on radio. So second point, listen to the station that you're aiming to work at or for, because you definitely know that radio stations are different. They're different in terms of the music they play. They're different in terms of the language they use. They're different in terms of their presentation style. So once you are acquainted, or once you familiarize yourself with the way they do things at their radio station, it also becomes easier for you to make a radio demo. For instance, here in Zimbabwe, we have the biggest stations, national radio stations. We have the likes of Power FM, we have the likes of ZFM. They are different. Then you might also want to compare with Capitalk. You might want to compare with Classic 263, Radio Zimbabwe. You will know they use different languages, they play different types of music. For instance, Classic 263 is more into jazzy type of music that is a little bit more retro, whilst the Radio Zimbabwe plays the sunguras, the gospel, and we have Power FM and ZFM playing more contemporary music. So if you are a youngster who is into Zim dancehall, for instance, then you'll definitely know you can fit more at Power FM or ZFM. So once you know how they do things at that radio station, it becomes easier for you to make a demo that is specific to that station. My third point is you should be fluent in any language that you choose to present in. For instance, if you choose to present yourself in English, then you have to be a fluent English speaker. If you decide to present in Shona, it could be in Ndebele, or maybe you want to fuse those three together, you still have to be able to present interchangeably within those three languages, but still be fluent and not sound too scripted. The other thing also to take into consideration is your demo should not exceed 5 minutes. It must be short. So remember the 3 S's, that is the triple S. Keep it short, simple, and sweet. It must be impressive to whoever is going to be listening, but at the same time, you don't want to bore them with something that is over 10 minutes long. So always make sure you find the right energy, you find the right content also that appeals to that type of also content that appeals to the radio station that you're aiming at, and also stay relevant. Getting into the actual making of the demo itself, like I mentioned earlier on, it shouldn't exceed 5 minutes. I'm not saying that is the specific time out for you to be making the demo, or the time out length of the demo, but I'm just saying it shouldn't be too long. So you might choose to make a demo that is 7 minutes long. That also is dependent on the type of content that you're doing, and if your demo is for a musical show, for instance, or if your demo is one of news. So probably if you're making one as a news reader, yours might be a bit longer than that is aimed at a music show. I don't know if that makes sense, but you'll see later on. So if your demo is for a musical show, then there is a format for that. There's a format for specific music shows. I will be telling you that in detail in another video. So if you want to know more on how to do a musical show, definitely subscribe, so when I upload that video you can learn how to present a musical show. But basically what you need for a musical show is you have to learn how to introduce a song, how to back announce a song. You also have to be able to introduce yourself. This is for both a news radio demo or for a musical radio demo or any other radio demo. You have to introduce yourself in that demo. Also, you have to bring in an interesting topic, something that will make your listeners want to continue listening to you, because no one wants to be bored at the end of the day. So you have to be able to say something that is entertaining, but also something that is educative, because remember, a demo is like a CV for radio. So basically you need to be able to sell yourself, convince your potential employer that you can research and that you can bring viable content to their radio station. So you introduce yourself, you introduce the music, you back announce the music, you bring in an interesting topic. You must also bring in a time check, because those are generic to any radio station. People have to be able to know what time it is. And lastly, and most importantly, they have to be able to know which radio station they're tuned in. However, this can be done in any particular order. You can choose to start by saying a time check. For instance, I can say it's 10:36, my name is Nicole, you are tuned into YFM, and this show is the mid-morning show, The Charla Bag. I'm with you every day from 9 until 12. Or I can say, good morning, you're tuned into The Charla Bag from 9 to 12. My name is Nicole Jama. Right now it is 10:36, but do be expecting more music to come your way. You can do it any way that you choose to, anything that is easier for you, anything that you resonate towards. And last but not least, please write whatever you are saying down. It must be scripted. This is to make sure that you do not leave out anything, you don't forget anything. And for starters, you are starting out. Anything that is performed or performance based is usually scripted. All those TV ads that you see, those actors that you see in your favorite soapy, they go through a script. And the same applies for radio as well. You have to keep it scripted. But there is a trick towards, addressing these scripts, because you don't want to sound like you're reading at the end of the day. So this is just to make sure that you don't forget, but you're not supposed to rely on your script. So when you're scripting out, make sure you just write down the important points. It could be maybe the motto of your radio station that you're working for, or something that you think you might forget later on. You can actually write down the segments of the show. Maybe you want to tell people the weather later on, you want to give them a time check later on, or you want to tell them that you have a guest that will be coming. So that is it for making a radio demo. I definitely hope that it was helpful for you. If you have any further questions, that you'd like to know concerning radio demo, you can always leave them down in the comment section. Remember to like, subscribe, share with your friends and family. Thank you very much for watching. My name is